Ordinarily, I go to the woods alone, with not a single friend, for they are all smilers and talkers, and therefore unsuitable. I don't really want to be witnessed talking to the catbirds or hugging the old black oak tree. I have my way of praying, as you no doubt have yours. Besides, when I am alone, I can become invisible. I can sit on the top of a dune as motionless as an uprise of weeds until the foxes run by, unconcerned. I can hear the almost unhearable sound of the roses singing. If you have ever gone to the woods with me, I must love you very much.
Drew and Caitlin, you both arrived here today, not late and not on time, but precisely when you meant to. Friends, family, loved ones, we have all been invited here today to witness Drew and Caitlin embark on the adventure of marriage to one another. Drew and Cait, the love that you both chose to show one another, and the love that you've both earned from one another is unmatched. I know that I, for one, am very excited to see where your adventure leads you to. I believe that for you, your story, this is only the beginning.
Love is a word that is much too soft and used far too often to ever describe the infinite and mesmerizing feelings that I have for you. You are a million dreams and a million wishes come true. We were destined to be the moment I saw you walk through the door and you looked directly at me. I knew right then, and that's no exaggeration, right then and there, I knew you were going to be my person. I saw the way you looked at me and realized this is what it feels like to be found. And as I stand here today with absolutely everything I've ever wanted in front of me, everything I've ever dreamed of has come to fruition, way beyond I could ever imagine it, and yet I still stand here incredibly certain that the best is yet to come. You are my person, my love and my life sharer and my sunny day, today and always.
There are those who can live without the wild things, but I cannot. And in you I have found one that no mountain ridge, no damp, mossy vale, or no tidal back creek feels complete without. And I know that I can brave any channel, for you are now the moon that rises all tides for me. My muse, my nurse, my saint, my light when all other lights have gone out. It is fully without fear nor the slightest hesitation that I promise these things to you now. You are mine, and I am yours.
For so long, it seemed like it was so distant and so far away, and now here we are, and we couldn't have asked for a more beautiful day or feel more blessed than we do today as we watch these two commit their hearts to each other.
Cait can see me across the room and immediately knows when something is wrong. And she always knows how I'm feeling and knows exactly what to do in those situations. We read each other's hearts and we know when we need what we need for each other, and I'm really thankful for her for that. So I guess the moral of the story here is that regardless of all the differences that I thought we had, with time we've both realized that our differences just make us unique from one another, but our bond as sisters really makes us one. Cait is my person, and now my person has her person or her soulmate. It's not easy for me to admit that someone is finally good enough for my sisters to be my sister's person, because I would quite literally fight a bitch or anyone who hurt my person. But that's why today is actually so easy for me, because I know you will stand in as Cait's protector when I'm not near, and I know you will keep her safe and love her until the end of time. I trust you with my sister's heart, and I know that you will make a loving husband to her, so I thank you for bringing me that peace and comfort that it brings me.
So I finally get to meet the both of them together at the New Year's Eve party that Drew's cousin, fancy, yeah, downtown Philadelphia, and getting ready to go home spend 20 minutes trying to get a cab, and nothing. Did the only thing that we could do and walked all the way home to South Philly. And we were having a great time walking home, but at some point, you know, Cait's talking about like, her feet's hurting and how, you know, like she just can't stand it anymore. One thing leads to another, and all I just see is this Cait piggyback ride on Drew with her shoes in her hands, and they're just laughing and giggling. And I'm thinking that like, oh man, I've lost my friend. He's he's gonna be completely like, you know, into this relationship. I'm never gonna see him again. You know, and that's it. You know, it's just gonna be Cait and Drew. But I didn't. I gained Cait as a friend, and instead, we've done everything together: hiking, camping, barbecuing, you name it. And it's always been nice because Cait never tried to make Drew into something that he wasn't, and it was always clear that Drew wouldn't change anything about Cait and loved her exactly the way she was.